Okay, we're on the last section of Unit 6, which talks about parallel and perpendicular lines. So, parallel lines are lines that never intersect, and so what we know about them is that their slopes are the same. They're equal values. Perpendicular lines actually form right angles with each other. So the symbol for perpendicular is this. And what's true is that the slopes of each line, they are opposite signs, and they are reciprocals. So like this line could have a slope of positive 2, and this line would be the opposite sign, which is negative, and the reciprocal is 1 over 2. And those would be the slopes of the lines. All right, quick review. Point slope form. You're going to use whatever form they request. Slope intercept form and standard form, where a, x, and y are on the same side. So really just remember the formats for whatever they're asking for. So let's look at the first example. They give us a point and they want the line to go through this point and to be parallel to this line. So parallel means it's going to have the same slope. So we're going to go to this line, and I know that the slope is 1/2. And that's all we need from that equation. This is the point that it has to go through, so we want to use that point. So if we want point slope form, we're going to write the general formula, and we seem to have everything that we need. All we need to do is substitute. So y minus y equals m, x minus x. The only thing you need to do is clean up the signs. So we're going to write y plus 5 equals 1/2 x plus 4. And that would be point slope form. So you're done. All right, let's do the next one. So same idea. They want slope intercept form. So y equals mx plus b is our goal. And they give us a point. Sorry, let's write that that's our goal. And they want it to be parallel to y equals 8x plus 0. So that means the slope of our new line also needs to be 8/5 since it's going to be parallel. Now, it doesn't ask for point slope form, but I have found that that's the quickest one if you're given a point and a slope. So y minus y equals m, x minus x. And then we just need to simplify this equation to get y by itself. So we're going to rewrite this. So y plus 3 equals 8/5 x plus 8. Then we're going to subtract 3. So y equals 8/5 x plus 5. And since y is isolated, we've got slope intercept form. Good job. All right, let's look at our next example. Once again, they give us a point and they want it to be parallel to -2/5 x. So our slope, and we want standard form. So I want x and y on the same side. So I'm still going to start off with point slope form. And we'll simplify our signs. So now we'll distribute. And -2/5 times 5. Now, for standard form, our goal is just to get x and y on the same side. So I am going to add 2. And there's more than one right answer, depending on which side you move your letters to, if you remember from the other section. Oops, plus 4. So then I'm going to move my y term to the right side. So 4 equals negative 2/5 x minus y. Now, if you moved everything to the other side, remember, your 4 would be negative, your 2/5 would be positive, and your y would be positive. So all the signs would be opposite. They're both correct. All right, these are all your parallel examples. So let's try perpendicular. So for perpendicular, remember, we need opposite sign, and we need the reciprocal. So if we're going to go through this point, and we want it to be perpendicular, that means our new slope needs to be negative and 2/5, because we're going to take the reciprocal, which means to flip the fraction. So point slope is y minus our y equals our new m, x minus our x value. So the only thing we need to do is simplify our signs. And that's point slope form. So the other two are going to be the same as long as you remember the perpendicular slopes. So here's our point, and if it's perpendicular, that means our new slope is going to be a positive, and the reciprocal of 1/4 is 4. So y minus y equals m, x minus x. We want slope-intercept form, so we want to get y by itself. So y plus 1, I'm going to go ahead and distribute. To get y alone, we'll subtract 1. So y equals 4x minus 5, and y is alone. Our last equation, we're given a point. So perpendicular, our new slope is going to be negative since the original is positive, and the reciprocal is 3/4. So y minus y equals our new m, x minus x. So let's simplify. Y plus 2 equals, I'm going to simplify this before I distribute, and then I'll distribute so I don't make any errors with my signs. So negative 3/4 x, negative 3/4 times 3 is 9/4. Subtract 2, so y equals negative 3/4 x. 2 is the same as 8/4 if you don't have a calculator, so minus 17/4. Now, since we want standard form, we need y and x on the same side. So I'm going to add 3/4 x to both sides. So y plus 3/4 x, negative 17/4.